welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo-Wop, a podcast where we talk about pop music. We're halfway through our deep dive of the UK Top 10 Singles chart of the 6th of February 1979.
Yeah.
That was from memory. Well done, me. I'm James Cook.
I'm Andy Robinson.
And before we head into the top 5...
What shall we do?
Let's have a look.
I mean, there's 10 records in this week. We're only going to discuss 5 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, from last episode, James, we discussed the top 5. Shall we mention them again?
No, they weren't the top 5. They were the bottom 5 of the top 10.
Yeah. Complicated. Should we talk about them again?
Yeah, go on then. I'll do a quick recap. Down forward to number 10, It's A Little More Love by Olivia Newton-John.
A sexy plea for more commitment.
Down 2 to number 9, it's Car 67 by Driver
A
67.
less sexy plea for a pickup at 85 Royal Gardens.
83, but never mind. Down 3 to number 8, Bloody Hell, It's September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
A record for Gustav Holst, Leonard Cohen and Keith Harris's birthday.
Up 16 to number 7, it's I Was Made for Dancing by Leif Garrett.
The clue is in the title.
And down 2 to number 6, YMCA by The Village People.
According to a co-writer, definitely not a gay anthem. All of these records you can listen to in our attached Spotify and YouTube playlists. As always, the link is in the descriptions, and as always, we like to give you a gentle nudge if you have the time and inclination to listening to these records, because not only will it make what me and James are about to bang on about more viable, I suppose, but also
Palatable.
also you get to hear 10 great records and another 6.
Yep, those 6 are part of our bonus tracks podcast where we talk about songs that are in the top 50 but never made the top 10, but that we feel the need to bang on about anyway. And the people kind enough to help support this podcast and keep it going, they get access to that podcast. You could have access to it too. All you have to do is go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/ShoobyPodcast, and sign up. You can join that for free. It costs a little bit extra to get access to the podcast, and to really whet your appetite, here's what it sounds like.
And so I was going to say, the way a teenage girl would relate to, let's call it, the heartbreaking of Olivia Rodrigo song, you are ascribing to Billy Joel because he speaks to you personally, and he says things about your life as opposed to his life.
It's Clint Eastwood and an orangutan
Called Clyde.
and they have adventures.
Yeah.
Do they fall in love?
I don't know. How many things do you say on this podcast that you don't really mean? Have you ever said it?
Everything I say is 100% true.
Right.
So what's the sound of the suburbs? I suppose all the sounds you hear in the background on this podcast.
Well, it's a thing.
Sirens, people's dirt bikes.
Yeah, that kind of. In fact, you can hear them now.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Up 5 to a peak of number 5. It's The Shadows with Don't Cry For Me, Argentina.
This is a cover version, Andy.
It's a cover version. We already discussed the original by Julie Covington in a previous podcast, yeah?
Yeah, people know that version. People know the Madonna version from the 90s. But then there's also this version by The Shadows.
Cliff's not on it. It's an instrumental version. You lose all the beautiful lyrics, which for me is at least part of the attraction of blarting about Argentina.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is Muzak.
Yeah, this is the one I struggled with this week, but also, a record for a different generation in the top 10, all part of British pop music in this era.
So Hank Marvin's playing the main guitar part on it.
Yes.
Hank Marvin's this awesome guitarist, apparently.
Okay, apparently.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he doesn't get to show that on this. It feels quite basic.
It is him, as Hank often does. He's not so bothered about playing his runs. He's not going on up and down the pentatonic scale, bending. No, he actually does do a bit of bending notes. But he's playing the melody, isn't he? With a beautiful touch and tone.
All right, fine.
Yeah, fine.
It's twangy as fuck, I'll tell you that much. I think this is what people think of when they hear the name The Shadows. They'll think of twangy stuff like this, and not Scotch on the Socks from the 60s.
I get you. I think this record would have been a lot better, James, if it had been more shadowsy, I'm going to say. So, you know that record, you like that one that go ding, 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 what, the FBI, ding, 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 would be better. You know, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry, you think this is better?
Ding, 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 ding. Like you get the gist, yeah? More of a archetypal, stereotypical Shadows groove. I mean, they play it pretty straight, don't they?
Yeah, it is like, I've got a keyboard backing track. It's like the thing you'd hear You know, when you're walking through some provincial town on a Saturday and some guy's got a backing track in his guitar and a little amp out and he's busking.
Yep.
It sounds like that.
I mean, in the previous episode, James, I was trying to recall what we talked about with this song. Let's just do a little recap. Written, of course, by Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Tim Rice has nothing to do with this version, though.
No words in it.
Words.
Tim must be really fucked up.
Does he still get paid? Does he still get a royalty?
Yeah.
He's the lyricist and it's an instrumental.
Yeah, because let's say the lyrics might have formed part of the melody when they were writing. What else did we talk about? That it was from Evita.
From
you
Evita.
mentioned. I'd never seen it. You had. I mean, there was more interesting stuff than that.
It must have done.
Yeah.
God, is that what the podcast is?
Oh my God. Oh my God, don't cry for me.
I don't know why this is a single. I don't know why it's in the top 5.
Well, tellingly, do you remember, James, when we did Jamelia DJ, I was banging on about there was no YouTube comments, wasn't I? And tried to start a petition for let's comment more about Jamelia's record. Also, there was that record, Train to San Fernando, we did from 1957 by whoever that had no
Johnny
YouTube
Duncan
comments.
and the Bluegrass Boys.
Well done, you. I'm so impressed, genuinely. Also, James, there's only 2 comments about this version of Don't Cry For Me Argentina on YouTube. So, you know, I'm going to give a little shout out, and it's only fair to recount what these 2 comments are, isn't it? Elton La Liam says, awesome song. And then Sonia 73N says, I was born in Argentina. So there we go. That's pretty much the commentary on that.
As interesting as the song. This is their first top 10 single since 1964. Do you know what that top 10 single was called?
From 1964?
Yeah.
No.
The Rise and Fall of Flingle Bunt.
Oh, okay, I do know that record.
It's got a funny name.
Hey, another thing when we did the Shadows before, when we did Guitar Tango, you had a good fact about the Christian name we can recycle, a bit like the Shadows are recycling this tune.
Yeah, at one point, 75% of the Shadows were called Brian. I don't think they are at this point. I think there have been lineup changes. But, God, it sounds phoned in. There are so many iconic songs in this top 10, and then this shows up. It's like being hit with a wet lettuce.
Like I say, I always like an old record being in the top 10. Like I said, we did 2017, didn't we, only a few weeks ago? There's no chance of artists like the Shadows appearing in that. So I like the fact that, you know, pop music's tentacles are reaching out to, let's call it, all generations.
I wish we'd made more of a point of that when we were doing that. It would have made me like that top 10 more. If you'd have gone, hey, at least the Shadows aren't in it.
I was thinking about this, James. It's difficult when we talk about songs we've already talked about before. And you had a little quiz you threw on me when we did the Shadows, one of their songs from the repertoire in one of our old charts, of Cockney rhyming slang. Yeah, because Hank Marvin, of course, is slang for
starving.
You got it. So I thought, I'm trying to invent some new bits of Cockney rhyming slang using pop stars.
Okay.
Tell me who they are, yeah?
All right. So you're going to tell me the word and I have to guess the pop star or the
I'm going to put the word in a context to give you more clues, unlike my brainy quote quizzes, which have got no clues whatsoever. Which pop star, what they're saying, if a Ukrainian said, I can't wait for Olivia.
So Olivia Rodrigo? No, Olivia.
We've already covered her in part 1.
Oh, Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah.
A neutron bomb?
I just thought it was going to be Putin gone. I can't wait for Olivia.
Olivia Putin gone. Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Let's say if we were discussing this Shadows record, I'm trying to keep it all relevant.
Yeah.
What if one of us said, it was a bit Barry?
Barry White?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You worked that out, right, kids?
All right. What if one of us said, James, you know what? My Adidas are falling apart, so I need a new pair of Glorias.
My Gloria Gaynors. That one could actually catch on.
They all can. Hey, what's that, Adele?
The smell. For Adele.
I thought it was really Bad Bunny, that one.
Not funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm having trouble in this shed. Thank you very much for Patreon for our contributions. I have to do some repairs. Pass me the Riri.
The Rihanna, the spanner?
I'm pleased with the way this is going. That seems to be natural. I was going to have a yogurt, but I'm off the Mariah at the moment.
Mariah Carey, dairy. Brain was going, Muller corner?
I've got to get up to the top floor, so I'll see you in the Tay-Tay.
In the Taylor Swift, the lift.
Yeah.
Hey, this is lots of fun.
I found this whole episode, James, as a final word on it. I found it very Engelbert.
Engelbert Humperdinck. What rhymes with that?
Discomforting, sort of.
That's awful.
I've got another couple, as it turns out.
there you go.
I'm going to the Isle of Wight and I'm going to catch the Katie.
The Katy Perry.
Although Catch the Katie is already a blues song, isn't it, for something? I can't come to work, I've got a Miley.
Miley Cyrus.
I mean, you know.
So much more fun than listening to that bloody record.
Number 4.
Down to number 4. It's another former number 1. It's Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick by Ian Dury and the Blockheads.
I'm going to say I prefer this to Don't Cry For Me, Argentina by the Shadows.
Yeah, funnily enough, me too. Yeah. I mean, I've loved this song for as long as I can remember.
Absolutely. Once heard, never forgotten.
And listening to it with a sort of more analytical head on.
Which we do for the purpose of this podcast.
You hear how intricate the music is.
Brilliant band, brilliant musicians.
And how everything's so tight as well. It's
and
great.
Yet loose and sloppy too. Yeah. It's got that beautiful mix, hasn't it, between precision and joyful spontaneity.
Well, there's a reason for that.
What, for the joyful spontaneity?
For just how it sounds.
I think I've learned this in the past, James. I haven't Googled it. Ian Dury said it took him years to write the lyrics to this song. And
oh, yeah, he certainly had been working on them for years. Yeah. It's not the lyrics, though. I mean, the sound of the recording. It's because they recorded it all in one go.
There's the room, live, mic'd up, absolutely a band. I mean, you rarely hear this. Actually, in 1979, you hear it a fair bit, to be honest. Olivia's band is doing that, certainly, to some extent, so you know. Yep,
no overdubs. They played it through like 11 times, and then this is an early take. Just all the way through, and that's what they put out. They captured the essence of the Blockhead sound live on the record.
Yeah,
it's great, wonderful.
A lot of love below the line on YouTube comments. Well, for all of it actually, but especially for the bass line provided by Norman Watt Roy. I mean, I was going to play it on my guitar, James, but I'm just not going to. It's too complicated.
Yeah. Can you sort of hum the riff?
Let me get the. It is beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's something like in F minor, I think. That's kind of a terrible rendition of it.
Nothing like it.
No?
Usually
you do it then.
Usually
you do it.
Usually you're spot on, but this is no.
You do it then.
But I think that's because of the song. I think this the good songwriting. It's just. It's there.
There's a little quote that someone recounts from Norman Watt Roy when someone was complimenting him on his bass playing. Anonymous 7172 recalls a tale that Norman Watt Roy says, "I was relatively new to music and I thought I was getting paid by the note."
So, as sales of the single approached the 1 million mark, Stiff Records announced that the record would be deleted when it reached 1 million.
Oh, yeah.
And the dealer ordering the millionth copy of the single would win a mystery prize.
What was it?
No one ever found out because it didn't sell 1 million. It stopped at about 979,000. Subsequently, streams and downloads have pushed it over 1 million, but in the original run, they just missed out. So we never found out about the mystery prize and what it was going to be.
Yes, well, maybe that is relevant for Tim Scott Sui Generis on YouTube. He says, "How do I not know this? It's 2017. First time hearing it. I hate life sometimes." But, you know, as I like to say, James, if you've not heard it before, it's a new song, isn't it? So nip over to Spotify, YouTube, and, you know, don't hate life. I'm going to suggest listen to this record. Brilliant.
And I feel sorry for people who've never heard this record, and I envy them because they get to hear it for the first time, and what a treat that must be.
Quite.
Yeah, Ian Dury wrote the lyrics.
They're brilliant lyrics to this, aren't they? Yeah. And yet I can't work out why.
That's very simple, and there's a structure. He's just he lists a load of place names.
Let's do it.
Here are the places where I want you to hit me with your rhythm stick.
In the deserts of Sudan.
How many deserts of Sudan are there?
Don't know.
There are 4 deserts in Sudan. To the gardens of Japan.
Yeah.
How many gardens of Japan are there?
Much more than 4.
Well, yeah, but how many there are great gardens of Japan? That's a thing. There are 3 great gardens of Japan. A bit like the Great Lakes in America.
Okay.
Yeah. From Milan to Yucatan.
How far is that?
It'll be 5,591 miles.
Yeah, go on.
Later on, he sings from Bombay to Santa Fe. Obviously, Bombay's Mumbai now. Is that further or not as far as Milan to Yucatan?
Further.
It is further. It's 8,655 miles.
Woo-hoo-hoo. 1 million pop geography points to me.
And basically about how everyone in the world needs to hit him with a rhythm stick.
Hit me.
What is the rhythm stick?
I do not know. Again, like I say, despite me loving this record, it's got a little nebulous approach to it, and I don't know. Hit me with the rhythm stick.
Hit me with the rhythm stick is like play the record.
Yeah, as I mentioned in our
play the instruments.
As I mentioned in our intro, James, of part 1, I said there were 2 songs about a groove. Can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head, but this was certainly one of them. So I suppose Ian Dury is asking you to infuse him with the rhythm of life. Yeah.
And he had a stick with him the whole time.
That's right.
Because Ian Dury was a childhood sufferer of polio, had difficulty walking without a walking stick. So some say the rhythm stick is, his walking stick. Do you know the name of the house this song was written in?
No.
Toad Hall, which is the name of Ian Dury's house.
Very good.
Yeah. He wrote it along with Chaz Jankel of the Blockheads, who also wrote I Know Corrida.
What?
Do you know that song?
Go on.
I know Corrida.
Whose song is that?
Quincy Jones did the most popular version of it, but it was originally by Chaz Jankel. His son Lewis Jankel had a number 3 hit in the UK in 2014 with Touch under the name Shift Key, but where the E is a number 3.
Blimey, complicated.
Yes. When they finished writing it, apparently Chaz Jankel rang his mom to tell her he'd just written his first number 1.
Okay, I like that sort of confidence. Well done, Chaz. What do you think? A little quiz for you. When that's going at the beginning with that bass line I can't sing, even, let alone play whatever it is. What does Ian Dury say immediately? Buried in the intro. Ooh. Did you hear it? You go something like temperature rising and the jukebox blows a fuse. You can just hear that.
Jukebox.
Yeah.
Well, in my head, it was like put another coin in the jukebox.
And mine, until this week when I heavily lent into it. I thought it was putting another dime in the jukebox, baby. Little reference to Joan Jett, but it's not that. He's talking about the rising temperature. Now, my friend had this, James. I was 10 years old. Do you know the B-side to this song?
There Ain't Half Been Some Clever Bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is by Kilburn and the High Roads, not by Ian Dury and the Blockheads.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, my friend had this single as 10 years old. Obviously, as 10-year-old boys, we were drawn to the B-side because it had a little bit of swearing in it. I remember his mum coming in and saying, "You can't play that record." We were, sorry, obviously played it again, lower volume. Obviously, she heard it and didn't give a shit. But, it's a brilliant B-side as well, that again. It's similar to the, let's call it, the travels around the globe that Ian Dury. He also mentions loads of, as he puts it, clever bastards.
Idea for Travelogue. TV show, we go to all the places that are mentioned in this song.
Yeah. For what purpose?
I don't know, but you know all these TV comics who get a holiday paid for by a TV company.
I wonder if we could get our mums to come with us. That'll pick
us two and our mums. Yeah. Go to all the places and hit me with your rhythm stick.
Yeah. Did you look at the video?
Yeah. It's performance-based, isn't it?
And again, as we've mentioned, all of them, apart from one, we're looking at you, driver 57, whatever number it was. 6-7, my apologies. What did you make of Ian Dury?
He's a great performer.
What a great performer.
Charismatic.
Yeah.
Interesting to watch.
Yeah.
The band are amazing.
Yeah. I like that bit. He sings the first verse and then he takes his glasses off, does that kind of thing where he's, stretching his eyes out like he's just coming into a new kind of reality. They're little micro movements, aren't they? But they're compelling.
What's unusual about the saxophone solo?
There's 2 of them.
That's right.
Played at the same time.
By one guy.
Amazing.
Davey Payne. Playing 2 saxophones at once.
So that's a great bit, isn't it? The rhythm breaks down. Again, if we're just picking on moments, we cannot play them for obvious reasons. But, after the final, hit me. Let me get the key. So he's... After the final, hit me. The guitar solo, it's joyous, isn't it? Every moment is satisfying and keeps you dancing. Nice to be a lunatic. That they pop in your cranium and stick there forever.
The idea that the music is driving you to insanity because it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Number 3.
It's a non-mover at number 3. Also, the number has the same amount of degrees. It is.
This is contrived. Keep going.
It is. Do you think it works? I think it might make people listen to what record it is now and again. Right, fucking it up, let's say.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's Too Good at Goodbyes by Sam Smith. I'm only messing around. Of course, it's 1979. It is 3 Degrees with Woman in Love.
Not Woman in Love, the Barbra Streisand song.
No.
It's a different song.
No.
And yet every time I look at the words Woman in Love, I've got them written down in front of me here, my head's going, I am a woman in love. And I have to go, no, it's not that one.
Yeah.
It's the other one that's not as memorable.
Could we say it's a sister song to Olivia Newton-John at number 10 with A Little More Love? It's got a similar kind of thing, hasn't it? From a woman who's not in the strongest position in a relationship, let's say.
Yeah, which makes it interesting that it was written by...
A fella.
2 fellas. It's Frank Muscat.
Damn that patriarchy.
Frank Muscat and Dominic Bugatti, who'd also written Modern Girl for Sheena Easton.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That kind of ties in.
That
Sheila
does.
Ferguson.
We talked about the record at the time and said it might have been let's call it a very deliberate counter-cultural move by Sheena Easton because she was getting a bit of flack for domesticity of 9 to 5. So maybe them two fellas,
Yeah.
Mr. Bugatti and who? The other one.
Mr. Muscat.
Yeah, Muscat and Bugatti. Maybe they've got their eye out for a certain sexual politic here.
Well, Sheila Ferguson was amazed that these two fellas could so convincingly express the feminine viewpoint.
Okay.
To which Mr. Muscat said she failed to realise. Which is not great. Don't mansplain, mate. You've done so well.
You're doing great, Mr. Muscat, until...
She failed to realise that the words of Woman in Love were the words that most men would like to hear their woman say. So apparently what men want to hear women say is, don't expect me to forget you. I love you and I can't hold back the love I want to give to you.
All right, then. I'm going to put this
Bit
on...
needy.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to say it's a character study, isn't it, of Sheila Ferguson. Obviously thought it rang some bells towards her at least.
Just give me love when you can. One of the lyrics. Just, when you're available. That's fine.
Well, this is the difference, James, isn't it, between reciting the lyrics in, let's face facts, a snarky tone of voice, and the difference between them being behind the beautiful music using chords and melody to change the meaning.
I'm not a child. I'm a woman.
All right, I can't bear this. If we're going to do it, James, I'm going to play at least some chords underneath it because they're beautiful.
I guess you think I'm crazy.
Don't spoil it.
Oh, sorry.
All right then. So we can analyse it as you go. Let's do it from the beginning.
All right. It's the same old story.
It's the same old story, yeah.
You care, but you don't love me.
Yeah.
Though I know it still hurts to hear the truth.
She knows it, but it's going to hurt then.
Don't expect me to forget you. I love you, and I can't hold back the love I want to give to you.
Now, there's a difference. This is my point, really. There's a difference between I love you and I can't hold back the love. I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
Tunes do a lot of work. And all right, then, the chorus. So give me love when you can.
If you need me, woman in love will understand. Yeah, it doesn't go that fast, does it?
I'm speeding up just for this. Okay. Call it.
Yeah. Did you watch the video on the YouTube playlist?
Did watch the video
it's
on the YouTube
long
playlist.
One, isn't it? It's 8 minutes long.
Why?
I don't know why, but it is. It goes on for 8 minutes.
No, that's not the one I watched, although it's 8 minutes of 3 degrees I'm all for.
It's the three of them performing on like a TV show and they're all wearing white. Have you not seen that one?
No.
Oh, okay. It's really long and whoever's vision mixing it has clearly just got a new device with loads of transitions in it because they're pressing that button all the time. Even when it's not a transition from a shot to a different shot. So there'll just be like some crazy wipe and it'll just go back to the shot you were looking at anyway. Once you notice it, it's really funny.
No flashing flesh on the video I watched on YouTube. This was good. They said no twerking half-naked bodies, no tattoos, no short skirts, and no fancy outfits. So, that's Flashing Flesh's take on what...
The outfits weren't fancy.
They were really fancy, aren't they? Yeah.
You're having a go. Who put that there? Earth, Wind and Fire.
They think they're underdressed to 3 degrees.
They're only wearing one thing. What's going on? Listen to the other half to understand what we're going on about there.
So did you find the song, James? Did you find it, did you think it was a victim song, as you say? Did it have the same sort of emotional heft as Olivia Newton-John?
It is a little bit, isn't it? It's a woman basically singing that she loves a bloke who doesn't love her back. And you just feel like, oh, leave him. Non194 says, real victim song. No wonder Charlie was so keen on them. Do you know what that's a reference to? Yes, this is King Sir Prince Charles, who was a massive fan of the 3 Degrees. So much so that they played his 30th birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's go back. I was 10 years old, as I mentioned. The big 1-0, James. Is around this time, I went with my dad to West Bromwich Albion football ground to see West Bromwich Albion football team playing West Bromwich Albion football matches. And because of the 3 players of Laurie Cunningham, Cyril Regis, Brendan Batson, they got called the 3 Degrees because West Brom were ahead of their time, I'm going to say. And then because of, let's call it, the general hubbub and the furore around the 3 Degrees of Batson, Cunningham and Regis, the 3 Degrees proper came to a West Bromwich Albion ground We could see them perfectly. They turned up in their fur coats looking good. I'm going to say it was a hefty dose of femininity in a round that wasn't usually, let's call it that, glamorous. It was good. I saw 3 Degrees, James. And Elton John turned up one week.
Yeah, because he was the chairman of Watford.
And I'm going to say the fans were not so kind to Elton John as to the 3 Degrees, if the songs they sang were anything to go by.
How many degrees have there been?
In all,
Yeah.
I'd say 7.
16.
Oh, fucking hell.
The other 2 members at this point, who are Helen Scott and Valerie Holiday, they're still members.
Oh, good.
Today.
I saw them only a few years ago and they were great. So, you know, got loads of good songs.
Sheila Ferguson left to pursue other things.
Yeah, she was on telly all the time in the 80s, wasn't she?
She was in a sitcom called Land of Hope and Gloria.
That's right.
Which is one of the worst things that anyone has
What's
ever
the
made.
premise
ever.
of that?
That she was a brash American who'd been brought in to work at a stately home with some old people.
Who else is in it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Go on.
Know. I do know that she finished 7th on Series 4 of I'm a Celebrity, ahead of Vic Reeves, but behind Janet Street Porter and eventual winner Joe Pasquale.
Yeah, okay.
Who originally recorded this song?
I don't know.
Twiggy.
Really?
In
Okay, cool.
1977, it did not chart. It was then pitched by Musker and Bugatti to Sandy Shaw, but she turned it down, and then the 3 Degrees had it. It is produced by Giorgio Moroder,
Okay.
but it doesn't have any of the Giorgio Moroder flourishes that we know and love.
Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
it doesn't sound like that.
No.
That's probably for the best. Their second biggest hit after...
I would imagine When Will I See You Again?
Yes, that was a number 1 hit in 1974.
Yeah.
And for that reason, when I was on the radio and we had to do temperature checks, anytime it was 3 degrees, we had a little clip of the ooh, ah bit from that song that we would play. It's 3 degrees, and then we'd hit that. And even in, 2008, that was way too old a reference for our listeners.
And yet, James, we are saying, maybe not this song, because it was not lack of popularity, it's in the top 10, of course, but, you know, the perennial nature of some of these songs, I don't think you can dismiss some of these songs as being out of date and old. So I guess if you're listening to this, you're already interested. And if you are just listening to it and have no interest in the charts of 1979, if you don't like the music of this top 10, you're not a pop fan, I'm going to say.
Yeah, probably dead as well.
Yeah. Dead emotionally inside.
And smells.
Number 2.
Up 6 places to number 2, it's ABBA. And
Who?
ABBA and Chiquitita, or as my parents call it, Chiquitito.
I have never... This is a good thing about doing this podcast, James. I feel I know this record. I've heard it millions and millions and millions of times. And yet it's only this week the true nature of the spirit of it has revealed itself to me.
Yes, Chiquitita means little girl
Okay.
in Spanish. Original titles included Three Wise Guys, In the Arms of Rosalita, Chiquitita Angelina, and Calcipari. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a Swedish word. Right. It means person who eats cabbage soup. I am not making this up. It was originally a song about someone eating soup.
Now, I'm going to say, James, I had a friend visit me this week, and for very valid reasons, they were a bit depressed. And I was talking to them, and at one point... I went,
Is that why they were depressed?
No. It was, I mean, that's usually a reason, but in this case, stuff was going on in their life. So they were depressed. I was talking to them, and at one point I went, come on, Chiquitita, we can sort this, that kind of thing. They said, what are you talking about? And then I went, I've been listening to ABBA quite a lot this week, and it's a song about encouragement. Now, I'm going to say that I like the notion of ABBA encouraging Chiquitita. I like the notion that this is a song that you can use for other people and be going through a bad time. And I even like the notion that if you're going through a bad time yourself, pop this on, have ABBA sing to you about being more optimistic, yeah?
It's like YMCA in that respect.
Go on.
Well, in the first half, we talked about how people were prescribed listening to YMCA to cheer themselves up. And YMCA is a song about sort yourself out.
Yeah.
And Chiquitita is the same, only it doesn't recommend a particular establishment for you to go and do it in.
Imagine if Village People came crashing into this version by ABBA.
Well, did you watch the video where they're sitting on a hillside in the snow? It's got the world's most terrifying snowman behind them.
That's right.
It's massive. It wouldn't have surprised me at all if at some point that broke open and all of the Village People came out of it.
Yeah, okay.
That thing has haunted my dreams all week.
I like that, just there's so many beautiful lyrics. You'll be dancing once again and the pain will end. This is all good, isn't it? Because loads of people under YouTube comments are going, I love the piano outro on this. It's amazing. Loads of them. And then some people come piling in to say, you heard that off TikTok, you boomer, you millennial, and then they have a little argument about where they heard this record, and it's turned into a little culture war of an information source, I'm going to say.
Who cares where they heard the song? They heard the song.
Yeah, I'm just bringing up for a bit of content, to be honest with you, James. But it was, again, it made me think on the internet, there's always an argument brewing somewhere.
Everything musically about this song is brilliant.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
They make interesting choices with the phrasing of the lyrics as well.
Yeah,
they don't
some extra
go
beats
exactly where you think it's going to go.
There's an extra bar in now and again. And yet, essentially, it's a country song. It's only, it's more because they use extensions and all these fantastic voicings, but it's only a 3-quarter, really, with the heart of it. And yet, with a little bit of expertise. I like you mentioning the little bits that they knock you off, don't they? The extra bits of bars.
And the honky-tonk piano.
Yeah.
And the slightly rhythm.
Yeah. Mike Basil, 4832 on YouTube, says, it was so nice of ABBA to dedicate this song to UNICEF.
Yes, that's right. 50% of all the royalties went to UNICEF until 2014, when that went to 100%. It has raised over $5 million.
So there's that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. It made me think there was a charity collection for a Welsh town once, but I don't think ABBA gave any. I've been obsessed, James. You told me that joke last week. What was it about ABBA that you said someone had... if
Ben and Bjorn were called Sven and Dennis, they'd be called Asda.
Yeah. Whoever the joke that was, we appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it's in a Viz. I think it's an old Viz joke.
So then, for some reason, I spent loads of time trying to write my equivalents of this, and I couldn't get anywhere. I had one about, if the boys were called Quentin and Ulysses, they'd be called Aqua. I thought that ain't funny. It's not worth mentioning. And then I was trying to think of other things. I was thinking, if Agnetha was just in a band and she was joined by Roger, Susan, Edward, Lisa, Ian, Colleen, Kevin, Eric and Rachel, but she would have been in a band called Arslicker.
I think that's a bit contrived, isn't it?
Really contrived. And yet, here I am mentioning it.
Do you think if you put all 47 members of Earth, Wind and Fire, that spells out something? Let's go to the dressing up box. Spells out fire. I
must admit, when I thought of those two, let's call it acronym jokes, I thought I'm a long way from where I'd like to be honest with you. I thought I could do with ABBA coming around trying to cheer me up.
The UK's number one.
It's a non-mover at number one. It's Blondie with Heart of Glass.
Ooh. Their first of 6 UK number ones. Also their first of 4 US number ones. A breakthrough single for them. Sells 1.32 million copies in the UK, the 9th biggest selling single of the 70s, and it is in the American National Recording Registry because the album Parallel Lines is.
Another one from this week's top 10 that ends up in that.
I mean, very much like Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick, this song has always been with me. I think it's amazing.
I agree.
I was watching the video, and again, it's a performance of them in an empty nightclub. There's a fair bit of titting around with a mirror ball at one point.
Yeah. And a telephone cord. At one point, the keyboard player plays a telephone cord. And I thought from watching that video, you don't see them anymore. What else is in the video that you don't see anymore?
Go on.
Mentioned it in part 1, James. Mm-hmm. The World Trade Center.
Yep. And I was thinking, I think Blondie might be the coolest band who've ever lived.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Can you think of a cool... There's no cooler band than Blondie.
As Ardred8693 says, no tattoos, no nose ring or dyed hair. But then I thought, well...
What? No dyed hair?
Absolutely.
They're called Blondie, mate.
Absolutely. Also on YouTube, this is weird, James, in all the comments, GC Millie says, nobody is mentioning how beautiful she was. And I thought, GC Millie, just look above and below your comments. You'll see loads of examples, a bit like Olivia, a bit like Leif Garrett, a lot of, let's call it, sexual awakening towards Debbie Harry.
She pulls off the I'm a bit bored and sexy look better than anyone.
MRM RB4HC, I think this is a great point while we're talking about Debbie Harry's undated physical charms. This is a hard vocal. Debbie is airy and breathy, then snarky. Her pitch is spot on. So, let's point that out as well.
It is. She's recounting previous relationships that have gone awry with a sort of world weariness, and it's got the word ass in it.
Yeah, which I think was censored sometimes.
Yeah, they used to bleep it on the BBC. Loads of radio stations in America wouldn't play it.
Yeah. It annoys me when that's part of the record, isn't it? The charms. It annoys me when they do, let's call it unnecessary censorship. And in the words of Jive Bunny, come on, everybody.
It's because they're cool and they're swearing. 'Cause they don't give an S.
Let's mention it. At time of recording, the drummer Clem Burke died recently, so there's loads of comments of love and respect for him underneath there.
And he plays an absolute worldie on this, I think.
Yeah.
His drumming on this is great. I mean, there's they have like a Roland drum machine all the way through, and he plays over the top of that.
Yeah, I remember seeing a
works really
documentary about Blondie once, and they were saying this record was painstaking to produce, and it took a long time, and every part was being played separately. And Blondie were definitely kind of going, "That wasn't us, man. We were more of a band." But works on this record.
Yeah, I mean, Clem Burke hated this record when they first worked on it, and then it became a hit, and he said he liked it after that.
And bought himself a new car. Luca Parrig on YouTube says, in this video, the face of Debbie Harry is a landscape, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is a bit like Blenheim Palace, which I once paid to go inside. That's Blenheim Palace, not Debbie Harry. Yeah. I threatened you this in part one. We do this sometimes, don't we? Recount our own stupid lives as part of this record. Debbie Harry's power. Looking back on it now, what I'm about to say, I can understand it more. But there's a rumour going round my school, Albury, in 1979, that Debbie Harry had the mental faculty of a 6-year-old.
What? What? Why?
We were only 10. Well, why is a good question, isn't it? I guess because Debbie Harry is so impossibly something or other, people felt the need to drag her down.
She can't also be clever.
Yeah. But nonetheless, a bit like you spoiled the record for me earlier by saying that, what was it, the Earth, Wind and Fire one? What words that you put into my head forever?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I'm going to say...
Well, clearly not forever because you've forgotten it.
I remember next time I hear it. But I'm going to say, next time you see Debbie Harry, you'll think, yeah, she had the mental faculty of a 6.
No, I won't.
You can't help but be dragged into it, James, even though I know it's nonsense.
No, and I'll tell you why. Because I haven't heard that when I'm 10. I've heard that when I'm in my late 20s. And I'm sorry, but Debbie Harry is a songwriting genius.
I agree. I'm just bringing it up as a stupid example of boys and men not being able to deal with female power. Well, it's actually quite right on what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I think that's exactly where that's come from. Born Angela Trimble.
And the fact that she used to go over the lines when she did a colouring book.
Born Angela Trimble.
My apologies, Debbie.
Do you know
we salute you. Go on.
Do you know when her name changed to Debbie Harry?
No.
When she was 3 months old.
Oh, okay.
Because she was adopted.
Okay. NUHXN on YouTube says, I want this to play at my funeral so everybody can be awkward.
What would it make? Oh, because they want to dance. An earlier, slower version called Once I Had Love was written around about 1974, which was inspired by Rock the Boat.
Okay.
The first version of it.
Yeah. George McRae, is it?
The Hughes Corporation.
That's right, to get them too confused.
And Blondie, as a band, used to refer to it as the disco song.
Yeah.
And then they start working with Mike Chapman, him of Ballroom Blitz. That's when we talked about him, producer. He was like, what songs have you got for this album? I think we've talked
about him a few times, but that's certainly one of them, yeah.
He's like, what songs have you got for this album, Parallel Lines? And they go through a bunch of songs, and he goes, anything else? And they're like, oh, well, we have got this one. And they play it, and he goes, that's what we got to do, but we've got to disco it up a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, Blondie were playing disco songs live as part of their live set at sort of CBGB. They play I Feel Love, for example. A thing I read said it was arguably the first time in New York that a rock band had played a disco song. I don't know if that's true. It sounds like, well, how could it be the first time?
I agree.
But there was such a split between disco and rock
disco
in America.
Sucks, yeah, all that movement.
That whole movement, and the guy who put on an event, a baseball game, didn't he? Bring your disco records, we're going to blow them up with explosives. Yeah. And it caused a riot because 50,000 people showed up.
People bought into it, as you mentioned in an old podcast we did about the Bee Gees. There's an argument that affected their career, didn't it? That backlash for some silly reason. Silly Americans.
Absolute nonsense.
Thanks for listening if you're in America. All right, then. I learned 2 things about it this week while we were talking about, let's call it the construction. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I just chuck these in?
Sure.
So it's got this beautiful riff, hasn't it? Nagging. I don't know if it's beautiful, but it's certainly nagging and keeps in your head of... something like that, yeah? Now, what I like, James, so there's that. But the verse goes, once I had a love and it was a major, C-sharp major. And then it goes to a, soon found that minor was a heart of glass. So that's nice, that. bit of shifting. Also, the instrumental bit, the hooks, it is in jam. I never realised this till this week. It's in 7/8 time, and then it goes to 8/8 time.
Right, what? Hey, when? It's in 7/8 time, so 7 beats to the bar.
We're gonna demonstrate it. What I need you to do, James, is tap on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, yeah? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're doing that. So it's going. Do 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 4 do 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 4 do 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 do. Yeah, and then the next time do 8 now. 8 do 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 do, which makes more sense the second time you hear it, but it's a beautiful little shift. The first time you hear it, it's a bit odd, and then it resolves itself almost without you noticing.
There's a beat missing.
Well, there's a beat missing. Let's call up, as Gloria says, Dr. Beat. So that was nice, I thought, a little bit of craft amongst all the other bits of craft.
And this week I finally found out what the lyrics actually were.
Go on.
Seemed like the real thing, only to find...
Something about mistrust was left behind.
Not something about mistrust.
What is it?
Mucho mistrust
is it?
Is the lyric.
Oh, I wish I'd
That's
known
what she's
Mucho
thinking.
mistrust, left behind. Yeah,
Love's gone behind.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll be able to sing that better next time we know it. Sometimes, James, we give out information that might not be helpful. I'd like to think that's a very, very useful piece of info.
Riding high on love's true bluish light.
What's your interpretation of that?
Well, I just didn't know what she was singing there. Riding high, something, blue sky.
Yeah.
I thought it was. It's bluish light, apparently. Cool. So what a top 10 this has been from the 6th of February 1979.
What, top 10? Amazing.
5 iconic songs.
Yeah.
I'd say 4 of which are being played at any office party and wedding disco to this day.
As we speak, somewhere around the globe.
We usually ask, what's your favourite? But imagine having to pick between these.
Yeah.
Imagine having to pick between...
I'm going to go for the one, James. What's Car 67?
Is that... Oh!
Only because I didn't know it, and I like the addition. But of course, I live in Newton John along the way. Not the Shadows.
Yeah, not the Shadows. I mean, in literally any other chart, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick
Oh yeah, I forgot
would
that.
be amazing.
Yeah,
but
give me so much.
But
joy.
Heart of Glass is in it.
Yeah.
So
What are you going to do? You got to do one, or
you
you're
can't
up
hit
against
a
the wall.
Heart of Glass; it'll break.
Okay, so can you hit a rhythm stick?
What about September as well? That's in there.
Whilst James is having an existential crisis, deciding whatever his favourite song is, to be honest, no one's going to hold him to anyway, so I don't know why you worry
Means
so
something.
much.
It's going on the internet, Andrew. It's going on the internet, and everyone's going to know.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to all the artists, especially this week, who contributed to the top 10. Thank you to all the record buying public who put them in there. And thank you for listening. Genuinely mean it. We appreciate it.
Please give us a review on wherever you get your podcasts from. Those things really, 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 really help us a lot.
We are not trying to put mucho mistrust in you. It would just genuinely help us.
It would help you as well. It'd make you feel good. You'd feel so good. You'd feel so altruistic and wonderful if you did it.
Yeah.
And until next time, shooby dooby doo up.
Bop bop shoo up.